a jolly morning. Would you like to try a peach mango pie with a side of a weekly Miles Edgeworth kissing appointment? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started!
Hi! Hey everyone! Welcome in. Welcome in. Well, come in! Hope you guys are all doing good today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Moody Keo, congratulations on being first. You were number 1. CB, welcome to the stream. Hi, hey to you. And good morning, Lyra. Hello. And Belle, welcome in. Twitch blocked me out because I needed to verify my email, even though 1, I already did, and 2, they didn't send the email. Oh, well, I can read your message now. Hopefully, everything is working fine. Is anyone else having, like, issues with sending a message? If you guys are here, can you guys go ahead and try to, like, put, like, a blankie or a light stick or a shop in or something? Let me know. And if you guys can't send a message, then I guess, like, try to redeem something? Twinkins! Good morning, Bisaki. Good morning, Scythe. Oh my, I knew it. As just him having his name as is, of course, some people, like millions of people are gonna say it. But yes, the kissing appointments are back. I'm so happy to do Ace Attorney again. It's been quite a bit. Now, I still have this stupid cough, but I think I've pinpointed what it is now, because it might be poison nasal drip, but it might also just really be bad allergies. Because I took some Zyrtec, and I'm feeling a little bit relieved. I don't know, is anyone else also just experiencing really awful allergies right now? I have some tea here too, but it's almost done. When the autopsy report gets updated, yeah. But it has been a bit since we've done Ace Attorney. I think I restarted the 4th case in Edgeworth 2 before I went on my trip, and then I went on my trip, and then I got sick, and I didn't want to do Ace Attorney. Now, I feel like I can do it, so let's just go ahead and play some more. I've been having really bad headaches and sore throats. No! Good morning, Osaf. Welcome in. Greg Bad Molars? He's a baddie. Yeah, I know. I can't believe this game for the longest time was not localized, and now it's been like over a year since this game came out here. You've been enduring the cold? If anyone is still experiencing snow, I'm sending you guys light sticks, and I'm sending you guys love. Eustace Wiener. I know, right? I think we last left off right when he came in, so let's just see where this goes. Wait, what is this? Belle, your message got automodded because you put FSFO. Is that like some sort of bad... Hold on, let me read first. Why would they automod FSFO? Anyways, whatever. It took the FS in DILFs and FO for 4. Automod is a little bit kind of crazy.
April 5th, 5:58 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. Kay! She's not here either. Where are you?
Knockity knock knock, special visitor.
Fender.
Whoa, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? Edgeworth big guy pants okay? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that.
What are you doing here? Has something happened?
Has something happened, he asks. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber. I'd call that a happening, all right. And what with your hearing being today, I thought. Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved.
They're reporting it on the news already?
Heck yeah! A dead lawyer, a young woman on the run. They're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, you're gonna give me the lowdown or what? I think Eddie Fender is really funny, but it only is funny because it's my name.
Well, actually.
Whoa! Maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought.
This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone and without her memory.
Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gone to? You sure she doesn't remember Zip?
I thought she might have come here, but...
No luck, eh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep.
You think I don't know that? But I'm out of places to look.
Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. You're wound up together tighter than a clockwork monkey. Which isn't a bad thing, necessarily. After all, it's got you even running for your pillar of the post looking to save an innocent from jail. Hi, Yasmin. Good morning. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be.
Look, Fender. I may have given up my badge earlier. But that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for such a short while.
Miles has the Phoenix hair spikes, but his hair goes down. Phoenix just has his hair spikes go backwards. Wait. Wait, why are we singing Golden? And you know what? My goat, Miss Suikane Sensei, she knew what she was doing. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't ya? It's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that's sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man's a run for the shmoney, even.
It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs.
You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. Oh my god, the lack of Adderall is really working today. Hi Kite, hey KK. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be. You just can't walk into the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source? Final Fantasy XIV. Look into how she's lost her memory in the first place. It just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down.
That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building.
Then that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. Maybe you could give your face the good... What? Maybe you could give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back in the fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that.
Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own.
Edgeworth is well, yeah, that's like all confirmed.
April 5th, 6:42 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform. The sun sure set quickly.
Not even a murder on the premises could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anyone around, though. Guess we've got the whole place to ourselves.
The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory.
Hey, Eartha Miles! We got some sleuthing to do! This rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay, alright? Which DC character? My Adventures with Superman.
Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful that's at least something we can do.
So how did Kay lose her memory? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles the insult comic?
Of course not! I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion.
Poor guy. I don't envy him one bit. Hi, May. Good morning. Thank you for the head pats.
It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom.
Good morning, especially.
According to what Kay told us. She was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell.
Not the Edgeworth kissing booth. It's the kissing appointment.
Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? So it's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this. Okay, that I know anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation on this rooftop.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! We meet again!
What are you two doing up here?
Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy.
What the heck are you doing up here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming from a mile off.
Wait, what? You got fired?
As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs.
If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh, did something happen? Maybe I can help. How about an injection?
No injections, thank you. Fortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay.
Yeah, it did get kinda chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Catch you again soon!
Hi, Angora. Welcome in. Was Dr. Hertz there? Yes. All old women, yes. They were all there for the chocolate.
Looks like a TV for showing announcements. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. Ugh, what am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! How about some delicious Parting Clouds cotton candy to brighten your day?
Parting clouds. Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here?
Our gimmick is we take a normal serving of cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we'll laugh it all the way to the bank.
I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely.
Florence Needler, 1997? No way. That's like what? That's literally 1 year younger than me.
The beak and wings of a bird and the body T of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're quite incredibly detailed, almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead.
That means they're older than me. Yay!
That also means I'm gonna be as incredibly sexy as them when I turn into my mid-30s.
So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. And the railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough, too.
Oh. Well. I flopped. That first flop. How did it feel? Hey, Adidu!
Hi.
Kay.
Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait.
That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low.
Oh, yes. That.
Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that even in your current state? On top of which, while you've been playing hide-and-go-seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you.
Are you mad at me?
Of course I am! Now what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness?
No! I came to try to help you get your badge back.
What?
I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could...
There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here! You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it by blowing your top! Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you safe. Come on, bring it in!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Not now, Fender.
Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten up the mood.
Live news now from the big building where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down.
Oh, mama! They're not messing around, huh? Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down. And fast.
Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us.
Alright, first things first. Hey, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche?
But I...
You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Then it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. We're all in this together once we know that we're all stars and we see it. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent.
And I will. Believe me. Believe it!
So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him with his investigating, okay, Kay?
Yes, of course.
Great. Now we've gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Greg Bad Molars? Oh my god! This is so funny, but now I need Molar's artwork. I wish the Molar's artist took commissions. I'd be like, could you recreate this artwork but replace Edgeworth with me? Hey bestie, let's see those molars! I'm gonna leave this here for like a minute to see if this shows up as the thumbnail on Twitch. I just need it up there for like uptime to see if this shows up on the front page on Twitch for someone.
Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know.
Can't believe this thing's made the news already. How do they do it, huh? Hey, I think they're filming us from the chopper up there right now. Go check the TV for me, Miles Areno. Need to make sure they're catching my good side.
Now? At a time like this?
As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right, there's been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting
Out of here with Kay any rosier.
We'll have to find a way to slip past the press.
I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Miles Areno, but I'm no spy.
Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate.
Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Eureka!
Question. How many floors does this building have?
Easy, 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works is its ugly little schemes. Is a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times. Oh my god, we're at Makeout Reef! This is the Makeout Reef of the Ace Attorney universe!
But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor?
The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute.
Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that, clearly contradicting the supposed facts!
Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake.
Somehow I don't think so. Call me crazy, but...
Yes, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor.
Wow! And that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love?
Ah, come on, my heart! You don't need to take it quite so literally, Kay!
Good. And then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead.
Oh, come on! Have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done.
It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes.
Bisou puss puss. Yes, we are in fact headed to the 51st floor to find love. Yes. Oh, we're not done investigating yet. Oh no, we are.
I hope I've been of help to you so far. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory.
How about we go over what you remember one more time?
Okay. I was standing underneath the tree, sheltering from the rain. And then I saw a person in a red raincoat. And then they pushed me.
Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat?
I'm sorry. I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there is one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer.
The moon.
Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but it was in the exact same place it is right now. Floating up there above the cherry blossoms.
So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder.
I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory.
There is? It could be the clue that we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes to your thoughts.
Alright. I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... I'm seeing a small restaurant. Just a counter and some seats. And there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup. Not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm. And that's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl!
A captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case.
No, tell me more. Were you eating a dish called ramen?
You used to say that you were the second great thief Yatagarasu. A noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that?
Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys on stream. But yesterday, after stream, after we did the art stream for like 3 hours, which was so much fun, I went and I made myself dinner. And it turned out really good. I made hot pot at home. So yesterday, I bought all these different hot pot ingredients, and I made myself some sukiyaki last night. I had sukiyaki, and then I added broccoli, lettuce, tofu, and then I got some shmeat and I put it in too. But I also bought myself some tonkotsu broth concentrate, so I think I'll make some ramen tonight. Except it'll be tonkotsu but udon, so I guess I'm making udon. But it's not as fun to say as ramen. Yeah, I've been trying to be a little bit healthier. I don't know, I guess it's soup, so soup is good.
Oh! I think you're right! I was a noble!
Not a noble, Kay. A noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there.
And it's also just so easy to make at home. Soup is like it's very user-friendly. I feel like there's a lot more room for margin of error. Ah!
This is what a superstar looks like.
Thinking back over what Kay has said, the person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder, but when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it is currently in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would never have survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did.
There's this like soup stock hack where you freeze your vegetable skins and stuff so you can boil it all later to make a soup stock. I know that there's like the soup cubes that people do where people like pre-package, like they meal prep and they put like the ingredients for a hot pot in little like glass containers, and then you would heat it up for hot pot later. But honestly, it's really easy to just assemble hot pot. I think the best part is that I bought these frozen udon noodles, so I just put them in and they just and it's great.
You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale.
But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing. Isn't it?
Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole.
The ground can just open up like that? How?
Hi, Juan. My bad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo.
But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something.
Hi, Timbit. Good morning.
So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. What's this?
Looks like a service hatch. Okay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that.
I'm sorry. I just can't say one word or the other.
My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know?
I don't? Never?
Well, maybe not never, but if I told you to leap lyrically into my arms...
Fender!
Chill, Miles Areno. Where's your sense of whimsy?
So, never then.
Ouch, talk about a deep cut.
This is what a superstar looks like.
How is a whole floor beneath the 50th and the... How has the whole floor between the 50th and the viewing platform remained undetected all this time?
You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me.
That's precisely it. Things like stairs are normally out in the open, going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible. Which can only mean that the 51st floor is no ordinary floor, and can't be reached by any ordinary means.
Then we just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right?
I don't know about extraordinary means. Maybe let's go for, unconventional.
Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps?
Woohoo! A second room! Now you're talking my language.
Let's go take a look.
All right. There we go.
What is this place?
Look at all those chickens! Is it a storeroom?
Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell.
Go team! Strike one mystery off the list!
But, yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss is remaining unsolved. We have a red rain-coated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things.
Hey, can't a guy bask in his success for a second? Sheesh. So, we found a hidden storeroom. I vote we scooch on down and check it out.
We have plenty much exhausted everything up here. And it can't hurt to take a look.
Yeah!
This is what a superstar looks like.
I don't know why I can't read video games when I'm streaming. Oh my god! You guys margarita, you guys margarita.
Is that Yuri, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ema! What are you doing here?
I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and say what's going on.
This is Ema Sky. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together.
The detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off the big building, and that Kay was in a man's suit and...
Hold it right there.
Wait, no! It's Emma, but it's only the one M, so I read it as Ema, and then Ema reminds me of, like, when people would do TikToks trying to, like, be Australian, like, from H2O. Clear, Ema! So now I just give her an Australian accent.
Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? You're back again already?
Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. But not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting.
Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene?
Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all. And also another wonderful thing called body tea.
That's not an actual language, Ema.
Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kate. How is she? Where is she?
Aw, shucks. Isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. You pronounce Ava as Ava? Well, yeah, because it could be Ava or Eva. But I usually say Ava. Or no, not Eva. I think Ava or Eva.
Oh, yes. Where's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law and senior partner at Edgeworth and Co-Law offices. Oh no, he's becoming Australian.
Oh my god, Kieran's style, hi! You're my best friend. Edgeworth? So you are his assistant! Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney?
I'm not... To say it's complicated is an understatement.
Hey, let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first.
But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth, really?
Oof, it's not like it's like I'm not even here. Yay, more Ace Attorney.
Yay!
I feel okay enough. I feel like I can handle this without, like, coughing too much.
What is this, some kind of weird experiment?
Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there.
I agree. The police could be here any minute. Huh? And who is this?
I'll explain later, Ema. Come on, time to go.
All right. But you've had to explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Priority Attorney.
Trust me, I'll explain that too.
My name sometimes voices androgynous, so I get Oh. You know, I remember, I very much present myself mask, but there was one time where I was getting like an elote, and this little girl looked at me, because I had my hair really long. She looked at me, she's like, "Mommy, is that a boy or a girl?" She's like, "I think that's a boy, honey." I was like, you could just ask me. Okery dokery doo, down the hatch we go.
April 5th, 7:06 p.m.
Eesh, it's dark as a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face.
Watch your step, Ema.
Ouch! Oh, I hit my head on something.
Make your way down very slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ha! Bingo!
This is... So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items.
God, my back hurts so much. I really need to get a massage. But I can't afford it.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. You promised me an explanation or three.
I did indeed. Where to even start?
Wow, what's been happening, huh? What a case!
It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Ema.
Seems you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney.
I'm not an attorney or a prosecutor anymore.
Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me.
Well, if you're sure.
Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you, Miss Sky.
And then there were 4. Right, everyone, let's get to work.
I want to know where that elevator goes.
Looks like it goes, down.
It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further. But we should look around up here first.
Aye, aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy.
Oh, I'm trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Ema?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well. Then let's begin.
Ah, my back really hurts. Give me a second. Hold on. This week, I've been getting a lot of cramps on all my joints. I know I have a massage gun. I gotta go get it charged. Help you get it. Oh, I wish I got a lot of things sorted out, but getting anything sorted out costs money, and that's something that I do not have right now.
It's kind of creepy, all these masks lined up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it?
No way! That stuff is so unscientific!
I think you mispronounced terrifying. There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a steel samurai. Ooh, and what an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
The scientist in me senses something strange, though. A lack of consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel like a little haphazard somehow? I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here.
Yeah, just like an empty hook right in the middle.
Is somebody using that one, perhaps? She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai series needs.
You can say that again. I love the Pink Princess.
You watch shows like that, Ema?
Of course, you love them too, right?
Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
Ugh, I can't believe even Ema's seen it. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai's always seemed kind of pleased with himself to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know? There's more to it than that.
He's so closeted.
I'm Team Steel all the way.
You've just gone up in my estimation, Ema.
Nerd.
I love seeing people geek out like that.
That mask. That's Global Hero Onyankopon.
And why is that show so shocking?
You really don't know? Everything about that show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it, so the merchandise is super rare.
It sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business.
That's Captain Saipan. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
I find the flower on his head a little excessive myself.
What TV show are these two from?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
Macadamia? So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something? And maybe the number of islets tells you the student ID number. So the one on the left would be number 1 and the right is number 2.
I suppose that could be it, yes?
And then that'd mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers.
I have to admit to being a little intrigued by the show now. These are all case files from various murders.
What? But why would they be in here?
They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office, which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more. These are...
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. But what are they doing here?
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into.
It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too?
When a case is ongoing, yes. But once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere.
And yet, here it all is.
There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them.
Exhibit numbers, maybe? You said they were all pieces of evidence, right?
Yes, but by judging how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I'd guess these are prices.
Prices? I would have never guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could have been worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all of these in detail. A mannequin.
A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know! All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right?
Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. It doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here?
That's odd. It's the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs in front of it.
Indeed. And look, there is an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. I'd say something was probably sitting there until quite recently. Wouldn't you?
You know what? I think you might be right. But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what.
Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline. Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Eureka! The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I would say that there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from.
Which would mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case?
No! Not urethra!
It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from this storeroom.
Aw, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
That is the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of the case. So how did he wind up here?
Oh, but look! He's missing his left horn!
He is. Wait, no, he is. But he never had it in the first place. At least not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Now we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall!
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with?
So this storeroom is actually more of a stockroom?
It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases?
Wait, Gumshoe says that? I can't imagine Gummy saying that.
Hey pal, urethra!
And to hurry! I don't even want to pay for all this stuff.
Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that.
Wow, people really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating.
Wait, why does she kind of look like Pink Panther is here? Bye, May. Have a good sleep. Thank you for the headpats. The pink Nintendo DS.
That's a cute little doll. Looks like the Steel Samurai.
It is actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that has put on him under, more than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement.
Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth? Are you even listening to me?
Oh, of course.
Hi, Supreme.
A bottle of ink and a lantern. Both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine.
But why? What's all this stuff related to you doing here?
Especially with that.
It's not as if any of it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence.
Seriously? A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming from your mouth.
We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too?
Hi, Tsuki. Good morning.
Har. You want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in. This may take a while.
It's a small bottle. One I've seen before.
That's all? Nothing else to add?
Well, no. What more do you want me to say?
Hold up. I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations.
Next time, try taking those kinds of notes in silence.
Man, there's so much flavor dialogue for everything. Scientifically speaking, I read your message and I stopped myself. Why does the mannequin have highlights where the nipples would be? Because it should have been phoenixes. Scientifically speaking, I'd say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping.
I don't mean to contradict you, Ema, but this isn't just a box for store. Isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away.
Oh, yeah, sure. Guess you could look at it like that way, Tori. And keeping your clothes chilled would be nice for the summer, right?
Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
A bunch of trophies and... Oh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here.
Looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest.
Hey, there are batteries in here, Tori. It could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody would mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I can take it to the police station afterward.
Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief.
Good morning, Sarah. Welcome in.
This statue.
What is it? Got some new data for me?
Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe it is called the Alfred statue. There were two of them. A real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places.
An old case, huh? Guess you've worked on a bunch of different... Gotcha! Caught in the act! Red dang-handed! Guilty of being a tomcat covered in cream! Ah!
My eyes! Stop that at once!
Ain't no stopping my snapping, not till I got every dang detail and then some! Y'all think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again! We're not criminals! Yeah, sure, pull the other one, it's got bells on! This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to get hornswiggled by your cheap denials.
Oh, it's you.
Huh? You're... Why, you're that low-down, dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya?
Who are you calling a low-down, dirty jerk? This flop is Lotta Hart. A photojournalist by trade, we've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget, even harder to get a word in edgewise with.
Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I've ever seen one!
Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her, either.
Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer! You ought to be thankful alls I want from you is a couple of pictures! But we're just here to investigate. Sure you are! If by investigate you mean pull the wool over Lotta's wide eyes! Sorry, Miss Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me.
It didn't hurt to try, I guess. But we're probably better off leaving her alone for now.
I do not like her. I do not like her. She's so annoying.
Roar! That's one heck of a desk! I wonder who it belonged to.
There are 4 male figures acting as legs holding up the tabletop in the center. is hideously perfect. And it doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back.
Oh! You want to talk about camp? Yar? Southern folks in the chat, is yar a word that you guys would use?
Is this from one of your old cases too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such an ostentatiously awful taste. At least, I don't think there was.
Well, no.
Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. A little tasteless, wouldn't you say?
Y'all are gonna love this. Yeah, I can see that.
No way! These are all $100 bills! That's a fortune right there!
Lots of shmoney. That's what I'm manifesting for myself this year.
How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, Ema. I don't even want to think about it. 0.5.
What is that giant head thing?
It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. Monkey! Oh, I remember this case well. But how did they even get it up here?
Huh? Mrs. Monkey? That doesn't sound right. You sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it somehow?
Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake.
I hope I've been of help to you so far.
Yeah.
Wow, this looks like some sturdy construction, yeah. Thick floor plate, sturdy supports.
Oh my god, I really cannot read. I think I might actually have dyslexia, because I read supports as poppers.
At a rough estimate, I'd say it could hold 50 of you easily, Mr. Edgeworth.
Except for the fact that it's nowhere near big enough.
You say that, but you'd pack yourselves in tight enough, and I think you might just do it.
I really don't think so. And anyway, we have more important things to be investigating. We can theorize about the elevator once we are done.
Maybe you're right. Fine. 45, Mr. Edgeworth's 48 tops. Your sadness statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? It's pretty weird looking, I have to say.
It's known as the Alfred statue.
The what?
The Alfred statue.
But it says here it's called the A Leaf Red Statuary.
A leaf red, Alfred, a leaf red.
Oh. Oops, that was not Edgeworth.
A leaf red, Alfred, a leaf red.
What are you muttering about?
Or, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we? So, what are y'all doing snooping around a fishy old place like this anyhow?
I think it's us who should be asking you that.
Me? I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every dang where, like I'm Chung Ha.
I'll just leave you to it then. We can talk once you've gotten it out of your system later.
Isn't Chung-ha from Texas too? Miss Chung-ha, Lotta Hart Park.
We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods.
Shady deals on a hidden 51st floor? This is big. It has to be, right?
I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here.
If only there was an eyewitness we could interview.
An eyewitness, huh? Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart?
Me? I told you. I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little of me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people. For the people?
If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom.
Oh, so she's after a Jersey story. Makes sense. What? How'd y'all figure that out? Guess it means I don't have to tiptoe around it anymore, Hal. One of my sources told me on the down low about an underground auction.
What? So all the items here?
Were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slanging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come see it for myself, of course. Get eyes on my subject, you know. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees. So I thought at first. Anyhow, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck in, slunk behind me in this here statue, and settled in to wait. Bidding started late at night and carried right on through to the break of dawn.
So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence?
Investigative journalism.
Dirty deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story.
Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room?
Sure, there was regular old stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing.
In what way are shady artworks irregular exactly?
But the evidence was the big draw for sure. Reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cop and prosecutor shops. And I'll bet you've got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart? Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could pin up from up here.
Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then?
It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Throw on masks just as soon as they got down the ladder. And that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them too, see? Teeny little tiny ones, dinkier than a bug's behind. It's so you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious is all heck.
Surreptitious.
You mean surreptitious, right?
You mean surreptitious, right? I surely do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude.
Also not a word.
Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then, in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they were all done the same, but up in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Mask back on the hook, up the ladder and away. Some might even say mask for mask. War, that's a serious operation.
And how many participants were there?
11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know.
You didn't? Then where were you?
Well, when I first got here, you know what? That ain't important right now.
So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning.
Anywho, I watched all them folks come in from my spying spot there in the shadows. I see. So you were watching from behind the statue. They used that there elevator to get down. And once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on.
You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath?
No, they sent it back up, but there's a little peeky hole if you want to know where to look. Elevator doesn't quite sit flush with the floor, see? And if you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang.
Did you catch sight of who was in charge?
All right, sure, I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all.
I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more.
You need to clean. I'm so glad I don't need to use glasses. For me, glasses don't work because my nose is pretty small, so glasses never sit properly. They'll always fall off. My vision is pretty good for the most part, but I would say sometimes when I'm like streaming or I'm reading, I don't know, I guess I have dyslexia or something. One second, I'm putting on hand cream.
You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me any more about them?
Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. And an exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans already.
I see. So you don't actually know anything about them.
You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess. You got me. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman or kid or an old-timer. Nothing.
What were they wearing? Could you at least see that?
Sure. White jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the lapel. Them three things is what I remember. But what good's a description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it? So are this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else? Yes, sirree! Mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards!
They were wearing one of the masks. Which one?
Let me see. Oh yeah, this guy, Zervan!
Oh my god, from Final Fantasy XIV? Hi, Sai, welcome in.
Zervan? What kind of name is that?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, you've never heard of Zervan? Did you not do any writing in Final Fantasy XIV? He's global hero Onunkaparin's arch nemesis. Brazen heard of Zervan the Time Lord.
I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all?
No, I died. Wait. No, I died. Well get it, which kind of scotches my scoop. This whole mess has been nothing but a snap hunt. I should have never come.
It kind of looks like... No, it doesn't, because June wears blue. I was gonna say June from Persona 2.
We know of somebody who was dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. You said that the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct?
Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was.
Is this the outfit you saw?
Well, holy smokes, I sure as heck is. But wait, so the big cheese is dead?
All we know is that she's the victim in the case we are currently investigating.
Her name is Rosie Ringer. You know her? Nope. So the ringleader was a lady? Well, ain't that just slipperier than a dang eel, throwing me off with a man's jacket like that?
I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But see, settling that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim.
So somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? Then, that's what was happening.
When what was happening?
Oh, nothing at all. Y'all just go about your business now. No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious, my foot! I told y'all it's nothing! And you won't get nothing more out of me than that.
Wait, so there is more.
How many dang times do I gotta tell ya? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way. Aw, tell us just a little more. Ready, please? I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game's played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told y'all too much already. Wait, what if I examine some fingerprints for you? Per binary.
Oh my god, Lana.
What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sort of get a tooth pulled. You want intel, you go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to. Okay. Guess she isn't going to talk to either of us.
Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Ema. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers, such as her. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to.
Okay, wait, before we do, I'm gonna save my game. I'm gonna take a quick break because I gotta go use the bathroom. And I also want to go get myself some ice cream. So, if you guys need to, go ahead and use the restroom, go grab a snacky, do what you gotta do, and when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and do some mind chess. Alright guys, BRB. Oh, wrong one, hold on. Oh my god. Did I not even put ads on? Lamau. I went to go use the bathroom, and then I also got myself some ice cream. I'm super, super, super happy right now. But it's also really funny because I was scrolling through TikTok while I was in the bathroom, and I got like a TikTok about ice cream flavors. So I think my algorithm just knows my mind too well.
Let's start by observing our opponent.
I ain't telling you nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse!
As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She will try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me. So my first move is to discover what that something is! I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down a little and try to—
I am calm, dang you! Leastways I will be, just as soon as you quit y'all quit yanking my dang chain! That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you see?
Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact.
Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been someone I know.
Her name is Tabby Lloyd, and if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about someone she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she?
Oh? So, y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where'd y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon. Wait. Oh, no, you don't. Y'all ain't getting on my good side bringing her into this, you sneaky little snake. Ooh, you nearly had me, too.
Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out.
Go jump in a creek, you big bully! Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me, nor me with you neither.
Time to deploy my clue. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact.
Yeah? Well, guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say that if you know her pretty good.
Tabby Lloyd, Lotta Hart, Yuri. I don't remember Tabby Lloyd. Let me look her up really fast. Oh, I think she was from the first case of this game.
Wouldn't want the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind.
Good. Then you'll tell us what you know.
Oh, fine. See, it's like this. Wait, what am I thinking? Dang it, Lotta, you can't let him bamboozle you that easily.
What was that about a school?
Oh, forget it. It was nothing.
How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is!
Ah! All right, I got me a scoop. A big one.
She should go to the ice cream parlor? No, because I really want to. There's this brand of ice cream that I really like, but I don't know where I can buy it. It's called Jenny's. They have this delicious flavor called Brambleberry Crisp. Right now, I have some Dreyer's slow-churned vanilla bean, and then I added some Dubai chocolate. They have an IRL location? Oh my god. I think the only time I've ever had it was I was at this little it was like this Greek bakery, and they supplied her ice creams. So I could buy a scoop of it, but I want to buy like a tub for myself. The thing I do like about this drier slow turn though is that it's really, really soft and fluffy. So it's easy to scoop out too. All right, I got me a scoop, a big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay.
She may be hiding something very important.
Yeah, I was looking it up because the TikTok that I saw while I was in the bathroom was about someone trying the Jenny's Bridgerton flavors. It said that like the closest one to me was my local grocery, but I do not see that brand of ice cream at my grocery. But I want to try the Bridgerton flavor because they have one that is like an Earl Grey toffee, and that sounds so good. Here, let me see. Like, I feel like they have to have a parlor in LA, right? How could they not? I mean, it's Bridgerton, so that makes sense. Wait, we're gonna tangent really fast. I'm in a tangenty mood. Let's look at these ice creams together. Not beans on, don't ruin it, no. Queen Charlotte sponge cake, almond buttercream with raspberry rose jam, and honey sponge cake, lavender hued. Peppermint oh, I love mint chip. Tropical bloom, sweet cream. Gooey butter cake, high five candy bar, peanut butter caramel chocolate pretzels. Mint chip, oh that looks so good actually. Caramel pecan sticky buns. Bay leaf cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Powdered jelly donut. Vanilla custard raspberry jelly brown sugar donut. Maple soaked pancakes. Banana cream pudding. Buttercream birthday cake. These close-up shots look so good. Watermelon taffy lemon bar. Pineapple upside down cake. Savannah buttermint. Snow cone. This looks cool. Lemons and blueberry parfait. This is Kieran. This is literally. Is this not Kieran? Lemon blueberry parfait. That sounds so good. Boston cream pie. Sweet cream biscuits and peach jam. Cold brew coconut cream. Blackout chocolate cake. Honey vanilla bean. Frosé. Strawberry buttermilk. Salted peanut butter chocolate flecks. Burnt orange dreamsicle. Milkiest chocolate. Wild berry lavender. Oh, that sounds so good. See, yeah, I'm not a big chocolate ice cream flavor person because I like adding chocolate to an ice cream, not like having it be the base flavor. Except this darkest chocolate actually looks really good. It looks so like saturated and vibrant and decadent. Texas sheet cake. What's a Texas sheet cake? This is the one, Brambleberry Crisp. That's also the Kieran flavor. I thought we had a kissing appointment with Edgeworth, not ice cream. We're having a kissing appointment at the ice cream parlor, Diamond. Goat cheese with red cherries. Actually, that sounds really good. I like having a little bit of a savory flavor on top of the sweet. These flavors sound so good. Hi, Diamond. You are such a hater. Not the selling point being Instagram worthy unboxing. Oh, that was a good little ice cream break.
She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the details of this scoop. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip.
I think for me, I like both fruit flavors and milky flavors. Like, same thing with boba, but it depends on my mood. Because there's some days where it's like, I don't want fruit, and there's some days where I don't want milk. It really depends.
Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it?
Maybe, might be it did, might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important!
All right. You don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting.
I messed up here. That was wrong.
Silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play at that game.
Oh, shit.
I'll be the judge of whether your actions were shameful or not. An unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it is a crime.
Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius! Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that?
Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we?
Still, it don't amount to the whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that have done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespass ain't hardly nothing.
Oh. I love that this just refills. Like, what's the point of this timer?
From your mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide.
Nah, I was just talking all hypothetical like. You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than murder.
Not the most skillful evasion I've ever heard in my career.
Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction, I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Scouts on her.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. This scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction?
You know what? I clean forget.
But you tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing.
You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it?
Meh. Might be it did, might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important!
All right, you don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting.
If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you heard the sound of something? Something during your time in this room?
Well, see, it wasn't nothing really, just a little noise is all. Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it.
So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue.
Boo, boo, boo.
This timer is just so silly. Did investigations come out before or after Danganronpa? Because I feel like this feels like it has some sort of relation to like a post-Danganronpa visual novel world.
You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim!
This game did come out after Danganronpa. Danganronpa is 2010, and Investigations 2 is 2017. Oh, no. It was 2011. 2011 on DS. 2017 on Android and iPhone. Interesting.
How do you keep doing that? All right, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise.
The murder Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this! You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true?
You're calling me a liar now? Who? Wait, now I'm mad. Real mad. I'm a journalist. How am I gonna sell stories if folks can't trust that I'm telling the truth? I got me a motto, you know. Faster than anybody. Honester than anybody.
A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. I need you to describe the murder in detail. It is vitally important.
Wish I could help y'all, but I don't rightly recall the whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell ya. Sorry. I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time.
I can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story.
Well, see,
It seems your so-called information is still not credible after all.
look, there was a murder, and I was there. I can even prove it.
You can prove it, can you? How?
I've got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. I don't think nothing of it.
She is still hiding something. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know that there is something you are still not telling me.
Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it! I done spilled my guts already!
I know you've been keeping something from me. And that something is proof. Proof related to the murder that you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell!
Ah! Dang it all to heck! Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Come clean by Hillary Duff? Here, I done snapped me a photo. Happy now? You better be!
And that's checkmate.
This is what a superstar looks like.
I can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth.
Well, it happened. So it's time to tell us everything.
I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish. But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too! Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. They was all shouting out bids, then somebody'd win something and bam! Down comes the hammer! Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader. And the whole thing starts all over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind their statue and hid.
And who was it that eventually appeared?
Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. The sweet sound of whole cold hard cash.
I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps?
Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a little while.
Wait, so two people came up on the elevator?
You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabber, 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 on it goes on for a little while, and then, oh, a scream. Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight.
So you didn't see the moment of the murder?
No, but I heard it real good. You didn't try and help whoever was being attacked? Quit trying to be funny, girlie. It don't suit you none. I'm just a dainty little journalist on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump and save the day?
Dainty.
Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about that one was Right about when that was happening, I got to feeling pretty bad about what I'd done. That makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't. I didn't remember to get my camera and snap even a single picture. Scopes like that drop in my lap and I miss it? Somebody ought to tan my hide! Anyhow, then a little more time goes by, and then there's this kind of clattering noise. I'm there thinking, gotta get the shot this time, and so I grab a one real quick from the shadows there.
Could we see this photograph?
Oh, do I have to? Here.
That's...
The person in the red raincoat! The one who attacked Kay!
So Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom, and then proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. There's only one person in this picture. Where is the victim?
Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard two people, but there was only one in the shot I got. And it didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room, neither. But that's...
Oh, the killer!
all right. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is.
So are we saying the victim disappeared? How did you know it was
Oh, the killer!
just by looking?
Because they're literally red-handed with blood. How else would that get there, huh? And the auction just carried on after that? Sure did. They just went right along like nothing had happened. Rich folks is crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think.
Funny. I find journalists a struggle to understand as well.
Let me save. Hold on. I have not saved in a bit.
If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body T to have been up here at some point as well.
Huh? Well, yeah.
But think back to what Miss Hart told us about the customers that left the auction. How do you remember?
Of course! They came from downstairs back through the storeroom and...
Exactly.
Oh, the killer!
Would have had to hide the body T in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Ema, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now.
I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it.
Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words.
Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science.
I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before.
All right, how about we test that letter over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, I'd say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it and make their escape. Which means there's a high chance of a positive result. To test an area, just press the A button. That'll spray a little luminol in it. And if it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. Still feels super raw to just see it appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out. Yeah, it brought it out nicely and made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you know the gist of to look for blood traces now, right? Yes, of course. I'm sure there's still some more to be found. So why don't you give it a try? And that's how it's done. Take a good look around and see if you can find some other places to test the luminol. Sorry, it's a negative. Sorry, it's a negative. Spray some luminol in any place suspicious. Mr. Edgeworth, blood!
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood on it there. There's still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what we can find.
The money, the blood money. No, okay.
We've got a positive. There's blood here. But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Or looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below too. I think that's all the blood there's to be found.
All right, and that concludes this phase of our investigation.
Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress, it's got the lot.
Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender?
Hey, I could try. No, but seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing.
It's not Kay that I'm worried about, it's you. Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That this is where the body T was hidden! I'm certain of it!
I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest. Still, it is a very helpful discovery.
Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body T could have been in there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got in here. Looked to be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go-seek if I needed the rose.
If the need a rose. But also, I need the rose.
And maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no escapologist. Escapologist? The murder happened just a little after I scoped it out, but I can't nobody put no body tea in there.
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer.
Huh? Oh, slap my head and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though.
I also saw the word rose, and I thought about the really crazy last night where someone said Clive Rose toy. That might be the title for tonight's drawing stream. Wait, what am I doing now? I've done all my investigating.
Ask me anything. I'm all ears. I can't can't believe they suspect poor Kay. It's outrageous.
I couldn't agree more. But the best thing we can do right now is to stay calm and look for clues.
Except, I've been scientifically processing the situation. I think I've come up with a better idea. Maybe we could administer some carefully targeted electric shocks directly to Kay's brain. What do you say? Might be just the thing to bring her memory back online.
That sounds more than a little risky. Sounds incredibly risky, in fact. Personally, I'm still of the opinion that searching this room for clues is a better option.
Really? But a little risk is what science is all about.
Yes, a little being the operative phrase.
I'm back for a little while to interpret for my professor, but I'm still mostly based in Europe. Gotta keep studying till I'm the finest forensic investigator under the sun.
I'm very glad to hear you say that. Dedication to one's chosen field is a student's greatest responsibility.
It's also so funny whenever they say Europe and they never specify a country because it's like there are so many different countries there.
It sure is, but I don't just want to get ahead academically. I've been trying hard at sports too. Especially that one event where they have the school athletic meets. You know the one.
There are quite a few to choose from.
It's huge over there. And unlike here, it's considered a real hardcore sport for adults. Or adults.
I think that's how they say that, right? Adults.
That's right. I'm talking about glasses battles. Who hasn't heard of those, right?
Me. Never. Not even once.
I got an achievement called Blazes Battle. Do I have to, like, examine? No. Oh, yeah, wait, let me show this to Kay, actually. Hold on.
That's them! That's the person who pushed me!
You still don't remember their face?
No, but that raincoat, it was... I'm sure it was. At least I think I'm sure. Maybe.
Which is it, Kay? Are you sure or are you not?
I don't know. When you look at me like that, my mind goes blank.
Never mind me. What about the person in the picture?
I don't know. The raincoat is all I'm sure of.
Which means that Kay can't be the murderer. I just have to find more evidence to support my case.
What am I doing now? Let me just run these by them to see if that's what's, like, needing to unlock. No, there's nothing from her. We can't go up the ladder. I don't think any of these are gonna help. Because, like, I'm out of puzzle pieces, so there's nothing that I can just squeeze together. He says, I don't think there's anything that needs to be found here. Let me go pull up the guide, hold on. Oh, I put a turnabout reclaimed. Lamau, it's the turnabout forsaken. Wait, what? It says my investigation should be complete now. Oh, I had to do something. Oh! I feel so dumb!
Kay was carrying a Jammin ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook.
Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here?
As you put it, that's not a crazy hypothesis, but why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions.
I had to do- wait! That was so dumb! That had nothing to do with anything! I mean, I guess it did prove that Kay was here, but still.
I think we've examined all that we can now.
Great! Time to see what's waiting down below!
Shaking a leg.
Shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister!
Yes, Mr. Fender?
We're about to get ready to move out, so I just want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost. I have no attraction to Fender whatsoever. I am absolutely very much not into him. You know what he's giving? He's kind of giving, like, older Junpei. But, like, maybe with curlier hair. I think it's the way that they shaped his hair. is Samson again? I don't remember who Samson was.
Of course. I'll be sure to stay close.
When did those two start getting along so well?
Izzy Fried Chicken, thank you guys so much for the raid. Rev up those fires, because I sure am hungry for a raid! Hi! Yeah, hey everyone. If you guys are new here, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Kieran. I am a magical boy idol VTuber, as well as a queer Filipino-American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. How was your stream? What were you guys all up to today? You guys are playing Moon, right? Have you guys had a fun time? Hi, Nailbiter. Hi. Also, yeah, I read it because I had you tabbed up the entire time too. Hi, Izzy Fried Chicken. Hi, Yolvan. Hi, Farm Boy. Hi, Velvet Rubies. Hi, Sublink, and everyone else. If you guys gotta go, please make sure you take care of yourselves. Go drink yourself some nice water. Give yourself your nice Dajio Taisan stretch, and don't forget to take your meds if you guys need to. Incredibly important. Because I'm also still dealing with post-nasal drip. It's so annoying. If you guys want to hang out, we are playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Thank you for rating, but I'm a bounce. No problem, Yolban. Go take care of yourself, okay? Thank you for stopping by. All right.
April 5th, 7:43 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Chamber.
Whoa.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth!
A hunk!
This room.
This is the auction room? No, this is the committee chamber. Way to drop right into my lap, Kay Faraday. You've got real guts, I'll give you that. Arrest her, men! Arrest her right now!
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong! You can't do this! This is going way too overboard!
Yeah, what she said!
Miles, this isn't looking good, I gotta say.
See how the blinding light of justice... Yeah! Yowie!
What did I do?
You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
You weren't aiming for him, you were aiming straight at me!
Something keeps getting in my way. Something.
Yeah!
Floppy.
Francisca?
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor?
I still believe Kay to be innocent.
And we're supposed to care what you believe? You no longer have the right to have an opinion! I am Francisca von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now! But you chose to stop by giving up your badge, and so, our game has already come to an end.
My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road that I've chosen. I haven't stopped. I've simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was.
You seem to think to know what lies at the end of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, I'm gonna save my game first. Hold on. My whip will happily guide it. Wait, is Francisca headcanoned as trans by people? I'm curious to hear this. I want to hear about this. The victim used her key card and entered this chamber with the killer.
Oh, the killer!
She was then stabbed with the candelabrum by the culprit and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letter she exchanged with the victim. And we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. The blood on the floor of this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match! Miles Edgeworth, QED. She seems pretty confident, huh? She doesn't lack the courage of her convictions, that's for certain. And I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I could even give her a no hard feelings. Yeah! Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to the truth, perhaps you'd be so kind to point me towards it.
I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with the incontrovertible evidence!
Susato? No way. Susato is like the lesbian of Great Ace Attorney.
Hold it!
Incontrovertible? Ugh, girl. Whenever they use big words, my brain is too tiny.
And you're sure the data from the security system is accurate?
That data is just like me. Perfect in every single way. There's no room for doubt on either front.
Well, your theory is far from perfect. I suppose I'm not going to change your mind on this so easily, am I?
Correct. As I've said, the victim entered the room with her.
Oh, the killer! Hold it!
And the stab wounds she sustained are a perfect match with the candelabrum in question?
3 wounds inflicted by metallic spikes of some kind in 3 places simultaneously. Even you have to agree that there aren't many objects that could do that. Furthermore, Grandma Hertz confirmed the murder weapon in her report.
Then there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that it was the candelabrum.
None whatsoever. And as for the culprit, I love Great Ace Attorney 2 Case 1. It's like so good. I really, really, really love that case.
Hold it!
Have you managed to prove conclusively that the letter found on the victim was sent by Kay?
I wasn't aware that there wasn't any doubt on that front. Are you suggesting it was a forgery? Well, if there was any doubt, there isn't any longer. Document analysis turned up nothing. Nothing to suggest the involvement of anyone other than the sender or the recipient of any forgery.
Are you saying that they found Kay's prints?
No, only the victims. I love Hosonaga 2. I want to replay Great Ace Attorney so bad, guys. I really, really, really want to replay that game. Well then, how can you say for sure that Kay did the deed? Haven't you been listening? Document analysis found nothing to suggest that the letter was a forgery. Face it, the letter was sent by Kay Faraday. A fact that more than adequately proves the identity of the murderer.
Hold it!
You can prove that the murderer happened right here in the committee chamber, I suppose?
Avant Karma is perfect in every way! Or did you forget that when you handed in your badge?
Hold it!
Has the blood been analyzed to see who it belongs to?
It has, and unsurprisingly, it was confirmed to be that of the victim.
And has it occurred to you that where it was found may not be where the murder in fact took place?
How quickly you forget, Miles Edgeworth. Evidence is everything in the courtroom. So please, present your proof that the murder occurred elsewhere.
Proof that the murder occurred elsewhere, huh? This isn't a courtroom, but that doesn't mean I can't give her the evidence she so clearly desires after I save my game.
She makes a pretty watertight argument, huh?
Perhaps, but she doesn't know what we know.
You're right! We've got a sudden scientific discovery up our sleeves!
And that discovery will show her the road that I've found to be the truth!
No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Save's coming. Save's coming. Save's coming. Stabbed with a candelabrum by the culprit and subsequently died as a result. Where's the information on the body T? Committee's trial, but wasn't there... Objection! Fuck! Objection! Motherfucker. This one corpse is so brutal for a... Oh, I feel like... What was it? We were watching, was it Final Fantasy XIV? There was some game that we were playing that, like, showed the killing on screen, and, like, there was blood flying out, and I was like, this is rated T? Oh, it was Fire Emblem! It was when we were watching, Seros, stab Nemesis. Objection!
If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue.
Murder under the gaze of the divine. A brazen act even for a cold-blooded killer.
Except, that may not be true at all. Take a look at this, if you would. It's a bloodstain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through to the room below. And the elevator it dripped down from...
descends directly to the foot of the statue!
Ah, you've noticed. Then you will agree that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterward was she moved down here. The Goddess of Justice does not witness a murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks! Why is she smiling?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought!
Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir! And you know it! Ow!
Have you forgotten the picture you just showed me? Or are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows that there was far more blood here in the committee chamber than upstairs.
Ouch! Oh, whipped and ignored again. Ah!
You're trying to tell me that all the blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth? If it had, your storeroom stain would need to be 10 times as big. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else.
As insightful as ever, Francisca. But you played right into my hands.
How so?
You were correct. There's far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is, why?
A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation.
Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some splatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you?
Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way!
No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed? There's far more blood in the committee chamber than in the storeroom above because...
Like the victim was stabbed upstairs and the body tea was just dripping.
The victim was stabbed in the storeroom.
But how does that explain the difference in the amount of blood in each location? In fact, how does that explain anything? Oop, well... Oh, yeah, they were stabbed upstairs, but because it's like, when you get stabbed, from what I understand, if you get stabbed, you don't bleed until you pull the weapon out, right?
The victim died of 3 stab wounds. Wounds that would have bled profusely.
Exactly, as proven by the amount of blood we found on the floor in this room.
But that doesn't make any sense! Not if she was stabbed in the storeroom! You said there wasn't much blood. Ah!
Silence! You half-baked, hair-brained rookie!
Hey! Hair-brained's a little... Ah!
A stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time.
I know! When the weapon is removed, right?
Precisely. I believe the body T was brought down to the committee chamber, with the candelabrum still in its chest. And then, when it was fully removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood that we see between the 2 locations.
But why? What was
The killer!
trying to do?
I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by...
The killer!
when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup.
But why would they have needed to do all this in the first place?
Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation? If they were involved with the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed.
Underground auction?
You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite the story. One that should more than explain what was going on here last night.
It's almost endearing, Miles Edgeworth. How desperately you want to protect your friend.
There's something just beneath the surface of this case. Something bigger than all of us. And Kay's only crime was to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it.
That's quite the hypothetical claim, Miles Edgeworth.
Hyperbolic? Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain out of my perfectly reasonable molehill.
K! Every kiss begins with gay.
You're working with Interpol on international cases. So why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why. Because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me the something that I sense isn't related to any of this.
I'm very happy to learn that you giving up your badge didn't completely relieve you of your senses. Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way.
Sorry, sir. I thought it might help, you know? You did the right thing, Detective. Huh. So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already on the Interpol's radar?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to. And so you won't.
Then you knew, didn't you? That the auction was being held here in this chamber.
Hold it! Hey, you mind if I butt in for a sec? Your victim over there, the lady in white.
You!
Hey! Let her go finish, will ya? No good button and pain in the you-know-what? Ouch! Well, this leopard sure ain't changed her spots. Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist. You can't... Ow! You're a liar is what you are. You lied under oath at one time. Seems like Miss Van Gam is not too fond of Miss Hart, huh?
I don't think she's her biggest fan, no?
What's she called? Ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee. Well, she's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that there secret... Oh my God! Stop it! Stop whipping me, dang it! It's a lot. What's the meaning of this interruption? Miles Edgeworth, explain!
Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. And it seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader!
Now, how about we just calm down, sir?
It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction, and to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer.
But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted.
I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Francisca von Karma, I refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth.
Fine by me. But you may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round.
Fine. I accept your little explanation. That would make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case, the murderer is someone connected to the auction. And if the photographer is to be believed, the victim was the auctioneer. The culprit was an attendee.
Oh, the killer!
Lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabra. There. Does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals.
I'm afraid you might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony.
There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. All right then, time to fight back.
You'll have to win for this. You'll have to win this for us.
And I will. Time to take Franziska's testimony to task.
This one can't be it because Lotta was waiting.
Objection!
I guess not, no. Hi, Taka, welcome in. Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month. We are sashaying away with deals.
Hold it! How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart was in the storeroom too, I remember.
Objection!
Yes, hiding someplace. And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you know yourself that there's plenty of other places to hide too.
So you're saying that
Oh, the killer!
was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival?
I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings.
She thinks it happened afterward? Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Franziska? Objection! It seems you're one step behind yet again, Franziska.
How so?
The auctioneer was not in fact the victim. And I can prove it. This is the statement that Miss Hart gave us.
Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it. I've done told you, I'm a journalist, dang nabbit! My word is out! Did I ask you to open your mouth?
Double gouge! Yeah!
Objection! Calm down and listen for a second, Franziska. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder. And she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred.
You bet it did! Went right on like nothing had happened at all!
Now, would that have been possible without an auctioneer? It wouldn't. So you see... the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees.
No!
As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay could have been the murderer. Because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then, who was the victim, really?
Right. Well, if the auction carried on after the murder.
The victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee.
That's enough.
I know that sound all too well.
Hold on, I gotta get it. This was the gag we went with last time. What did you walk into? Don't worry. Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman.
Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. Pause, everyone. Feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do nicely.
All right, Celsius, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just stopped by to see how my boneheaded boy was getting along. They say that there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure that these two are what they meant. I thought I might need to light a fire under this investigation, but it seems not. The suspect everyone's searching high and low for is right back here, where we started.
Men, detain the suspect immediately.
Wait! Miss Faraday's innocent! Shut your meddling mouth!
Oh.
You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. The committee wants this matter cleared up as soon as possible. It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's bad for us. And it's bad for me, too. Personally, sorry, it must be my age.
Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume. In case you've forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor. You have no authority here. And what's more, there is the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect.
She's right, of course. As always. You really are a godsend, Verity. Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest, but know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this...
You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals.
Cherry blossom petals? Like the ones on the roof?
Yes. They were stuck to the edges of the bloodstains, probably due to the blood being fresh at the time.
The results came back already, my boy, so there's no need mistaking it. The person in your picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. What?! No! This completely undermines our entire case! All of our assumptions were based on the person in the red raincoat being...
Oh, the killer!
But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspects list!
Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct? Yes, I did. We now know that the person was the murder victim. And you were the only person we know of who came into contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went.
Objection!
No! Kay was attacked by that person! She's the victim here, not the aggressor!
Overruled.
As far as I recall, we've yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. And even if such proof existed, Miss Ringer could simply have been acting in self-defense.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay is innocent!
But I'm not.
Kay?
I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but I remembered something Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now. Right when it happened. The murderer, it was me. I remember looking down and the person in the red raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. I'm the maniac. I'm the murderer.
No, you're not. You can't be.
Then what am I? Why do I have a memory like that? You were on the floor in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was...
Oh, the killer!
This court recognizes the legitimacy of the accused's memories.
What? But you said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago!
And I've said I believe her now. I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. Praise be to the goddess of justice for her many blessings.
Objection!
As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be...
Overruled.
We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant. How dare you take that tone with me?
This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is unlawful? What could be more unlawful than this?
Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law.
Indeed you don't, but I do. And while I can't be helped but moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity.
Speaking of the law, it seems there's one other we must arrest.
Ah yes, I almost forgot. Miles. What are you talking about? Mr. Edgeworth was just doing his job! He didn't do anything wrong! He wasn't doing squat! By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of official capacity.
You went too far this time, Miles Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal! Nothing more.
Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct. I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow. Although, I fear I already know the outcome. Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard.
This court is adjourned.
Ooh.
That's a good place to call it. Okay, we are actually really close to where I last left off with this case, so I'm glad. But the case is not going as long as I remembered it to be, which is really good. All right, everyone. That's going to go ahead and call it today for Ace Attorney Investigations. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you guys are new here and want to keep up on all the socials, feel free to join us on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Atelier Kieran. If you guys want to join the Discord server, there's a redeem that you guys can do to get the link. But you guys got to be adults if you want to join.
And you guys gotta be over 18 if you're watching my stream. Or else.
Let's go ahead and raid. Let's go ahead and raid into Aria again. She's playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I love that game. And I also just love Aria. So if you guys can, please join in on the raid. Give her some hiya hey heys. Give her some blankies. All that good stuff. And yeah. I will do another art stream later tonight because I had so much fun last night. And I think that I want to do more and I want to improve and grow. Yeah, I'd love to have you guys. It'd be a good time. Until then, guys, remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, be the change that you want to see in the world, and most importantly, stay true to who you are. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tonight, okay? To Kieran! Bye bye! Bye 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 bye!